some big boys on both, mainly on Silverton, or is it Silverthorne?
Severance.
I'm just looking at Silver Knight. Sorry.
Brian Nickel and Corey Riddle back here at the post-game show of the girls' game and maybe the pre-game show here of the boys. Is there's about 3 minutes, little under 4 minutes to go here before we get started. Severance comes in at 5-3 overall, 3-0 in league. They have lost their last 2 games. They were non-league games to Pueblo South and to Lutheran. Their 3 league games were Mountain View, Niwot, and Riverdale Ridge. Those were their 3 league wins. They averaged 63.4 points per game. Do the Severance Silver Knights 60% from the free throw line, 51% from 2-point range, and 32% from behind the arc. Their leading scorer is Ty Adam, 21.8, so basically 22 points a game. And he is the only one actually in double digits as far as scoring. Parker Gazdick at 9.1 and Jeremiah Hoffman at 8.3. Brady Barney, a junior, 6'5 junior, 6.9. Ty Adam is a 6'8", 200-pound center. So it's going to be an I'm sure that's where he gets most of his points is in the lane.
Yep.
So Fort Morgan's going to have to, defensively, they go man-to-man. They may have to drop back into a zone to try to stop that ball from going into him. They'll have to front him or back him both just to see if they can stop that. The
height is where they gotta do something there.
Yeah, and Brady Varney, a junior, he's 6'5", he's 225. So they have some big boys inside. That's for darn sure. So it's something that the Mustangs will have to keep an eye on tonight. The Mustangs come in 2-4 overall, 0-2 in league play. They do not have any stats on Max Preps. They have not entered any stats, so I can't give you any stats for the Fort Morgan Mustangs. I know that Wesley Carnes is their leading scorer. They got to get him on track tonight. He was not able to get going Wednesday night against Frederick. They did a real good job of pinning him down. So if he can't get going, then they're going to have to get some scoring from someplace else because, the Mustangs go as Wesley Carnes goes. So we will see what they can do here tonight. As far as RPI, I know it's early for the RPI. In 4A, Severance is sitting at 7, Riverdale Ridge is at 10, Fort Morgan's at 21, Northridge is at 51. That's in the 4A part of this. This is a 4A, 5A league. And so right now, if the season was to stop, they take the top 32 teams. So Fort Morgan would be in the playoffs, but there's a lot of season to go here. They're just getting into the heart of it here.
Yep.
There'll be a lot of games to go between now and the middle of February. So, I think they're getting a lot of RPI points because of the teams that they play.
Yep, I would agree with that. So,
we will see what happens. They're ranked 24th in 4A, 21 in RPI. In the 5A part of the Longs Peak League, Severance is actually in 4A. In the RPI, Frederick is number 3 in the RPI. Thompson Valley is at 10. Mountain View is at number 30. Niwot is 32nd. Skyline is 39, and Roosevelt is 49. Those are all 5A teams.
You just said my high school I went to, Thompson Valley.
Is it?
Yep. Back at Old Albany, Colorado, huh? Yep.
So they're sitting at 10 in the 5A RPI, so doing pretty good for Thompson Valley. So we will get some starting lineups here when they get going here. But it will be a handful for the Mustangs tonight. We'll see how they come out and handle this height. The Mustang starting lineup is brought to you by B&B Appliance, from refrigerators to vacuums and everything in between. They have exactly what you need and service it 2. So it looks like the starting lineup for the Severance Silver Knights will be senior Parker Gazdick, and along with, I'm going to try and get this name right, Ryan Ivoniak. I know I've already said it wrong, so it's going to mess me up. This is supposed to be a V and not a W.
Oh, okay.
So, and then number 10 will be Jaden Hoffman, along with Ethan Hawkins. And then, that's not Ethan Hawkins, excuse me. That's going to be Brady Barney. And then Ty Adam. For your Fort Morgan Mustangs, it will be senior Wesley Carnes, junior Aiden Garber, junior Rodrigo Alvarez, senior Nathan Gherkin, and last but not least will be senior Forrest Jordan for the Fort Morgan Mustangs. So we will see how that plays out tonight. The head coach for the Fort Morgan Mustangs is TJ Schneider. His assistants are Jim Krackemeyer and Cody Parker. The head coach for Severance is Chad Sauls. And his assistant coaches are Kaylin Wright, Andrew Semadini, and Josh Luthmers. Glad I don't have to say those throughout the whole game. So Forrest Jordan is the last one to be introduced here. So we will. I'm gonna guess that Severance is going to win this tip. Maybe not. But Nathan Gherkin has got some hops to him. I know that. We'll see if he can out-jump Ty Adams or not. That'll be the thing. But
that'd be a good jump if he can.
They are set here to go. 8 minutes on the clock. Period number 1. Ty Adams, Nathan Gherkin in the jump circle. And we are ready to roll here from Fort Morgan. And they're trying to get him set up here. Yep. And that tip is going to be won by Ty Adams. Over on the far side, Ivoniak. As they whip it around the perimeter over on the far side. And that 3 is going to be up and good. And that is going to be Ryan Ivoniak. To start off the scoring here. Now the Mustangs, Aiden Garber on the far side, picks up his dribble. Now he gets it off to Carnes out along the three-point line. Drives the lane underneath the Gherkin. Layup is going to be up and no good, but he is fouled on the shot. And it's going to be on Varney. That will be on Brady Varney. It will be his first, team first. So that will send Nathan Gherkin to the line to shoot 2. First free throw up and good for Gherkin. He had a good night shooting the other night. I couldn't tell you exactly how many free throws, but he has a nice shot from the free throw line. So free throw number 2 up and good also. 3-2 Severance. Gazdick on the far side keeps his dribble alive. Now he hands it off to Hoffman. Hoffman on the near side to Ivoniak underneath the Ty Adam. Little jumper hook is up and no good. Going to be rebounded though by Gazdick. 3 is going to be taken. That is up and no good. Going to be tipped around and finally going to be taken by Varney, Brady Varney. He's going to give it off now to Hoffman. Back up to Gazdick out at the point. He's going to reset it. He's being guarded by Alvarez. Over on the near side to Hoffman. Nice job underneath by the Mustangs. That 3 is going to be up and in and out. Ball is going to be tipped around and finally taken and saved by Wesley Carnes. Carnes is going to stop and pop for a three. Up and good. Wesley Carnes with a triple. Puts the Mustangs up early, 5-3. That three is going to be up and good. That was a three by Ivoniak. 6-5 now. Severance. Wesley Carnes to Jordan outside. Up and no good. Going to be rebounded off of the knee and out of bounds off of Severance. So Fort Morgan to retain possession. They will inbounds right corner in front of the Silver Knight bench. They get it into Wesley Carnes. Carnes into the lane. Little floaters up and good. Wesley Carnes with 5. Mustangs up now 7-6. Over on the far side to Gazdick, being guarded by Carnes. Gazdick picks up his dribble now over on the far side to Hoffman. Back up to Ty Adams out at the three-point line. Now he's going to go underneath. Nice job by Aiden Garver on the steal. Turnover Severance. They tried to get it into Varney, but Garver with the steal. Rodrigo Alvarez out front. It is a man-to-man. Almost thrown away, but good thing that Forrest Jordan was there to get the pass. Layup is going to be up, bounces around, and it's going to be taken by Rodrigo Alvarez. Nice job by Alvarez.
To fight for that,
Yep. Over on the far side, Alvarez is going to stop and pop for a three. Up and no good. Going to be rebounded by Varney. He's going to hand it off to Hoffman. Hoffman on the far side, going to get it back to Varney out at the point. Back to Hoffman for the layup. Up and good. Back and forth here now. The Knights up 8-7. Rodrigo Alvarez on the high right wing. That ball is going to be taken away, an ill-advised pass. It's intercepted by Ivoniak. And then a foul, and that is going to go on Forrest Jordan. That will be his first. So they will inbounds in front of the Mustang bench. It will be Gazdick, Parker Gazdick. As he gets it into Ty Adams. Ty Adams out at the high right wing off to Hoffman. Hoffman's going to fake the drive. Now it's off to Gazdick out at the three-point line right side. He's going to back it out, being guarded by Carnes. They're going to try and spread it out, see if they can drive the lane. Gazdick, his shot is going to be blocked. He gets his own rebound back. Now to Varney. Varney's shot is going to be up and no good. Going to be rebounded. And off of Ty Adams. They're going to let him play. It looks like they reverse it. It's going to be to Severance. I thought maybe that's the way it was. So Severance now will inbounds left baseline of their basket, up 8-7 with 4:15 to go in this first period. Going to get into Ty Adams. He's being guarded by Gherkin. His shot is up and no good. Going to be rebounded on the far side by Gazdick. Back out to Hoffman. Hoffman drives it in now to Ivoniak. His three is up and that is no good. Going to be rebounded and taken by Hoffman. Hoffman picks up his dribble. Now gets it off to Ivoniak. Back to Hoffman out at the point. Gazdick about 22 feet out now underneath to Ty Adams. Now there's going to be a foul called underneath, and that will be on Nathan Gherkin. And that will be Gherkin's first, team's second. Coming into the game now will be Chase Redding along with Isaiah Zavala. Forrest Jordan will take a seat, as will Nathan Gherkin. So the ball into Adams, being guarded by Redding. And now a foul. And that's going to be first on Chase Redding. They're going to try and get some fouls on the guys underneath for Fort Morgan. Ivoniak now to Ty Adams, being guarded by Chase Redding. Adams being hounded under there. His shot is no good, but the Mustangs turn it over after they get the rebound. And now a foul is going to be called. And I believe that is going to go on Wesley Carnes. That will be his first, team fourth. So Severance to Gazdick. Gazzy drives that right line up with no good. Nothing called on the drive. Now to Chase Redding. Redding's going to stop and pop from the baseline. Up and no good. Gets his own rebound. Up and good. Gets the rebound and the bucket. Mustangs back in the lead, 9-8. They get underneath to Ty Adams. They're going to call another foul, I believe, on Chase Redding. So that will be his second. So far, Ty Adams is scoreless. He does lead them with almost 22 points a game. So Nathan Gherkin back into the lineup. Chase Redding will take a seat. Cannon Rank into the game, as is Blake Varney. He is a freshman. Into Ty Adams, now underneath. Ball is going to be tipped away and turned over by Severance. Wesley Carnes being guarded out on the point. His three is going to be up and short. He's trying to shoot it over Ty Adams. The ball is going to be taken away by Blake Varney. Over now on the far side to Rank. Underneath again to Adams. So they're passing it around. Shot three on the far side is going to be up and no good. Rebounded by Wesley Carnes, and then a foul is going to be called. So Wesley Carnes with the rebound. And then the foul will be called on Blake Varney. That will be his first, team second. So the Mustangs, the inbounds in front of their basket as they work it up to get it across half court, and they do, up 9-8 with 2:25 to go. They got to get it there. They do get it off now to Zavala. Back to Rodrigo. Underneath to Gherkin. Gherkin's shot is blocked. That was a nice block by Rank. Shot is going to be up and no good. Rebounded by Zavala. Now Garver on the far side. He's going to kick it back out to Rodrigo Alvarez. And they're going to call a 3-second on the Mustangs, so turnover Fort Morgan. It will be Brady Varney into the game for not for Ty Adams. Let's see who's coming out. Yes, Ty Adams is coming out. Ty Adam, there's no S. Ty Adam. With 2 minutes to go here, first period, the Mustangs up 9-8. Over on the far side now to Rank. Ball is tipped away by Zavala. Zavala is going to be called for the travel. He went to stop. And
well, so what didn't look like.
Yep, he slipped and couldn't stop the travel. So Gherkin comes out. Forrest Jordan back into the game for the Mustangs. A minute and a half to go. Over on the far side, now up top to Rank, Brady Varney. Now Flowers. That's Brady Varney. His shot is up and no good. Going to be rebounded by Gazdick. Getting rough under there. Now Rank to Gazdick over on the far side. That was a nice job there by Severance as they got it into Brady Varney. And the foul is going to go on Zavala. That will be his first. So Brady Varney with his first basket, and he will go to the line to shoot one. So now Nathan Gherkin back into the lineup for Zavala. Trying to keep some fresh bodies in there, working on the big guys underneath. So Brady Varney at the line to shoot one. That free throw is up and good. 3 points on the night for Varney. Up 11-9. Charlie Langford into the game for the first time. Over on the far side to Forrest Jordan. Now they call Jordan for the turnover on the travel. 1:10 left here, first period. The Mustangs down 11-9. As Blake Varney into the front court. He drives it into the free throw line, gets it off to Brady. Underneath to Ty Adam. Layup is going to be up and good. That is just very hard to stop that type of a pass or that type of a shot when you're 6'8" with the arm span that he has. So 13-9, Fort Morgan needs to score here. Don't let this get away too quickly. Up and under, beautiful job by Aiden Garver on the reverse layup. 13-11. Blake Varney out front to Brady Varney. Now to Hoffman. 3 seconds, turnover by the Severance Silver Knights. With 29.3 seconds to go here, first period, the Knights are up 13-11. As Wesley Carnes picks up the inbounds pass over to Garver on the far left wing. 20 seconds. Garver's going to drive it in. His shot is going to be blocked by Ty Adam. Up front now to Hoffman. Hoffman's going to drive it. Nice job by Charlie Langford. Ty Adam with a little hook shot. That was John Flowers.
Yep.
With the bucket. So at the end of one, the Mustangs hanging tough here with the Severance Silver Knights. They're down 4, 15-11 as we go to period number 2 here on Morgan County's B106 and the Eastern Plains Sports Network. 15-11 Severance as we start period number 2. The Mustangs in possession. As Rodrigo Alvarez hands it off to Aiden Garver. Garver's having a tough time there. They're going to call a hold foul on Severance. And that will be on Ryan Ivoniak. I'm not sure I'm saying that right, but that's what we're going with. So the Mustangs to inbound left baseline of their basket down 15-11. Langford on the far side to Forrest Jordan out at the point. Picks up his dribble. That should have been. Yep. I don't know. It took him a while to call it, but Forrest Jordan with the double dribble and the turnover by the Mustangs. You've got to keep the turnovers to a minimum. So Blake Varney out at the point, being guarded by Langford. Now on the far side to Adams for a 3. Up and good. Ty Adam from downtown. So I might be wrong when he gets all these points inside. That was a beautiful looking 3-point shot. Rodrigo Alvarez all the way into the layup is going to be up and no good. Rebounded finally by Ivoniak. Gets it off to Blake Varney. That should have been a carry, but not called. Now to Brady Varney out at the top into the corner of Ivoniak. That 3 is up and bounced around and no good. Finally going to be taken by Brady Varney. Out front to Blake. Over on the far side to Adam. Now they're going to go underneath the Varney. Shot is up and comes off the rim and rebounded by Garver. They're doing a lot of reaching, not a lot of fouls being called. They're letting them play, that's for sure. Now a timeout is going to be taken here by Severance, but we'll just keep it right here. Equitable Savings and Loan. Borrow locally from people you know. Equitable has been providing personal bankers to help you through all the steps. Stop by one of 10 locations across the plains or visit equitable-savings.com.
Yep.
So how are we looking on turnovers here, Corey?
On turnovers, Mustangs sitting at 8, and the Severance sitting at 4, so about half. Mustangs, they're putting up a good fight. I mean, they got a 7-point deficit right now, but hopefully they can keep that low to where they can keep this good game.
Yeah, they got to keep it close, that's for sure. And they've been doing a pretty decent job inside on the big guys. But as we saw a couple possessions ago, Ty Adam 6'8" can drill it from outside. So
it's, big thing is just keep those turnovers down.
Yep. So Rodrigo Alvarez for the Mustangs now to Garver. Langford in the corner. Langford's going to drive it. And he was stepped out of bounds, so turnover Fort Morgan. He was saying he was shoved out of bounds. But I think Severance was pretty well there. He was trying to force himself by. So the Mustangs down 7, 18-11 with 6:35 to go here in the second period. Ty Adam now Ivoniak for a 3. Up and good. I mean, he just turns and shoots.
That was just like smooth.
9 points on the night for Ivoniak. Ball is going to be taken away by Gazdik. Gazdick's shot is going to be up and good on the layup. It's up to 12 now. Full court pressure now by Severance. Shot is going to be up and no good. Going to be rebounded and off of Fort Morgan and out of bounds. It's getting rough under there.
It really is down there,
and it's early, so I hope
you can see a lot of faces going on down there. It's getting rough.
So turnover on the Mustangs as Gazdick brings it up against Zavala. Now Ivoniak, he was going to pass it off to Hoffman. Barney gets it back. That shot is going to be off, and Gazdick hustles it down. Shot underneath to Ty Adam. And a jump is going to be called. Nice job under there by Rodrigo Alvarez. And that possession will stay with Severance.
It's getting real down there.
Yeah. So they will inbound right base at their lines. Gazdick will inbounds. They're going to get to Ivoniak. His three is going up and good. They have got to get a hand in that kid's face. See if I can find the stats on him. That ball is going to be tipped. That should be. It was tipped. Yeah, that should be Fort Morgan ball. It was tipped by Severance and hit the support out of bounds. So Fort Morgan will retain possession left baseline of their basket. Zavala out to Forrest Jordan. And now to Carnes. Rodrigo. His three is going to be up and no good. Going to be rebounded by Adam as he gets it into the hands of Blake Barney. And the ball is going to be kicked, so it will be retained by Severance. As they will now inbound right baseline of their basket. 26-11. The Mustangs have yet to score here in this second period. And that ball was just thrown in, but it was run down by Blake Barney. Now back to Gazdick out at the point. Man-to-man defense here. Three by Adam. Shot is up and no good. Rebounded by Hoffman. Nice job there by Zavala. Zavala going to go all the way down. His shot is going to be rejected by Adam and taken away by Hoffman. And that foul is going to go on Zavala. That will be his second. Team seventh, only three so far on the Silver Knights. So going to the line to shoot a 1-and-1, I believe it will be Jaden Hoffman.
Look at that. Ivoniak has 12 points just on those threes.
Yeah, he is.
They got to keep it. They got to get in front of him when he's shooting.
Yeah, he turns and shoots so quick. Free throw is up and good for Hoffman. Ivoniak, thank you. I'm trying to remember how I was supposed to say that.
I don't know. I'm guessing, I guess.
Looks good to me. 27-11. Free throw is up, and that is also good. Full court pressure underneath the Carnes. Carnes' shot is going to be up and good, and he was fouled. We'll see who they put the foul on. And that will be on Jaden Hoffman. That will be his first.
Mustangs' first point of the second quarter.
Wesley Carnes finally gets the Mustangs on the board here, and he will go to the line to shoot the and one. And that is up and good. 28-14 Severance. Gazdick being guarded by Alvarez, going to drive it all the way down. His layup is going to be up and good by Parker Gazdick. 4 points on the night for Gazdick, all coming in here in the second quarter. Wesley Carnes keeps it alive. He gets it off to Alvarez. Alvarez underneath to Gherkin. Gherkin tries to stuff it, couldn't get it over the rim. Ty Adam comes down with the rebound. Adam brings it up now to Ivoniak. Ivoniak for the three, up and good. Unconscious Ryan Ivoniak.
I have 5
wow
3-pointers for him already.
15 points here in this first half just for Evoniac. 33-14, getting away from the Mustangs here in a hurry. Wesley Carnes on the high left wing, excuse me. Ball is going to be tipped away to Alvarez. Alvarez, his three is going to be up and no good. Going to be rebounded by Ty Adam. 6'8" Ty Adam, and then an unforced error as he throws it away on the far side. So Fort Morgan will get the ball back. Chase Redding and Aiden Garver comes in for, see who comes out. It will be Nathan Gherkin and Rodrigo Alvarez. Also into the game will be Fabrice Saiza. And who else came out? It looked like it was Forrest Jordan that came out. So Wesley Carnes into the front court off to Garver. Garver's going to stop him popping. His shot is going to be blocked as they get the ball down court to Flowers. The ball is going to be taken away by the Mustangs. Turnover Severance. Garver down the left baseline. Little leaner is going to be up and good. Aiden Garver with his first points of the night. 33-16. Severance underneath to Ty Adam. Ty Adam's layup is going to be up and good. And then he was fouled on a shot. And that is going to go on Chase Redding. That will be his third. So Ty Adam will go to the line to shoot the and one. Free throw is up and no good. Rebounded to Garver. Wesley Carnes on the right wing. Wesley Carnes with a little floater up and in for Carnes. Gazdick all the way down. His little jumper from the lane is up and no good. Going to be rebounded by Adam. Into the lane, and his shot is going to be up and no good. They really could call an offensive foul on Adam the way he dips that shoulder, but they're not doing it.
Yep, they really could.
That is going to be, I have that as number 4 on Chase Redding, so he won't be long for the game here. He'll get one more, and he's going to be out. But Ty Adam will go to the line to shoot 2. He missed his last one after the bucket. That free throw is out. So Chase Redding will come out. It will be Tony Mendez into the game for the Mustangs. As Coach Schneider keeps running guys in and out of there to try to cover Adam. That one is up and good.
Pretty early in the game to get 4 fouls on you, but they got to pull them out so they can save them if they need them.
Yep. So the Mustangs down the 18. 36-18 here with 2:40 to go here in this second period. And Saiza. And the foul is called, and that will be on Evoniac. Will be his second. So the Mustang only the team 5th. So Blake Varney to come in for Evoniac. They want to save him. They don't want to get him in foul trouble. Up 18, they can afford to bring him out for a little bit. Aiden Garver to inbound. They get it into Wesley Carnes, 3-point line, baseline. Does not shoot it. Underneath, and that ball is blocked out of bounds by Brady Varney.
Didn't have much to go for there, did he?
No. They got some height inside, let me tell you. So Wesley Carnes now to inbound right baseline of the Mustangs basket. 36-18 with 2:28 to go. Saiza baseline, his little jumper is up and no good. Going to be rebounded by John Flowers. He hands it off to Blake Varney. Blake Varney on the far side, and that's going to be a foul on Saiza. I believe that's who that. So Saiza with his first, Mustangs 10th, so it's a 2-shot foul for Blake Varney. He has yet to score. It's a 2-shot foul, boys. There we go. First one is no good. Off to the left. So Blake Varney to shoot foul shot number 2 with 2:17 to go here left in this first half. Severance up 36-18. Next free throw also off to the side, rebounded by Garver. Gets it up to Carnes. Carnes on the right side, drives it in. Going to be double teamed. And now to Garver out on the left wing over to Saiza. Saiza's got to get it under control. And then it's just taken away by Blake Varney, and his shot is going to be up and no good, and he's going to be called for the foul on Varney. So Saiza with his second. And that will send Blake Varney back to the line to shoot two, where he just missed two.
That's where the Mustangs really got to watch their fouls.
Well, that looks like the guy to foul for Severance. He hasn't made a shot from the free throw line yet. Better Electric, covering all electric work from residential to commercial to agricultural. Better does matter. Call 970-521-1030. So foul shot number 2 coming up for Blake Varney. Also no good. Rebounded by Gherkin, and then there's going to be a foul called on Brady Varney. That will be his second. Still no shooting fouls or foul shots for the Mustangs. Had only 6 team fouls on the Silver Knights. Still up 18, 36-18 with 1:50 to go here, second period. Wesley Carnes. Nice screen there by Gherkin into the lane for Carnes. Layup is going to be up and good by Wesley Carnes. A lot of contact, nothing called, but did get the basket. Gazdic on the left high wing. And kick it off to Varney. Varney's going to pick it up now over on the far side to Hawkins, who is in. Ty Adam is on the bench at the moment. Blake Varney to Brady Varney. That shot is up and good. So 5 points on the night for Varney. That's his first bucket here in the second period. Up 18, still 38-20. Over on the far side to Forrest Jordan. Double teamed in the corner. Got to get it out of there. Underneath of Rodrigo Alvarez. He has called a foul on the floor, I believe. 15, that is going to be John Flowers. That will be his first, but Fort Morgan will be shooting a 1-and-1. And that will be Rodrigo Alvarez. Ivoniak ready to come back in at the next dead ball. Free throw is up and no good. Going to be rebounded by Flowers. Bounced it out of bounds, so it will be retained by Fort Morgan. So Ivoniak into the game for Flowers. As the Mustangs will inbounds left baseline of their basket. Wesley Carnes to trigger it in. They do get it into Garver. Garver's shot is up and good. Little layup there for Aiden Garver. Nice inbounds pass up by Carnes. 38-22. Severance gives it off to Brady Varney out high on the right wing. Going to drive it in, and now a tie-up is going to be called, and that will be possession to the Mustangs. Nice job there by the Mustangs to cause that tie-up. 39.8 seconds to go here, second period. The Mustangs down 38-22 as they have possession. Wesley Carnes back to Alvarez over on the left side. Now to Garver. Garver keeps that dribble alive. They're going to try to get it underneath. That ball is going to be taken away by Brady Varney. And now to Gazdic. Gazdic shot. He was going to pass it and nobody there. A nice job by Rodrigo Alvarez. Gazdic thought he shot. Ty Adam ready to come in. Looked like from here he had changed. He was changed to what he was going to do with the pass. Ended up throwing it out of bounds. But Ty Adam back into the game. 15 seconds to go. Wesley Carnes to Nathan Gherkin. That looked like it should have been a walk, but nothing called. Ty Adam with a rebound. Ty Adam all the way down, and they're going to call a carry, a turnover by Severance. How many turnovers is that? Is that 10 now for them?
Yeah, that's 10 now for Severance. 12 for Morgan.
So 5 seconds left here. 38-22. Wesley Carnes got to get it up. His three, it'll go off the back of the rim and no good. So that will bring this first half of basketball to an end as the Mustangs are down 16, 38-22. We'll be back with the halftime show here on Morgan County's B106 and the Eastern Plains Sports Network. Thank you. I might have to turn your voice down a little bit. You about scared Corey out of the gym when you came on here.
That's all right. 3,
He'll get used to it.
14, 15.
Usually you can't hardly hear us. We can turn it down here a little bit too. So. Our voices just aren't the same anymore. Mustang Halftime Show is brought to you by Morgan Community College. Start your associate's degree, continue your education, or get a specialized certificate. Visit morgancc.edu for more. So very entertaining first half of basketball. Officials are letting things go, I would guess.
Yeah,
letting them play. So
I would agree with that. There's a lot of, I don't know what the right word is right now, but there's a lot of tension, I guess, down on the floor.
They're letting a lot of things go, but we will go with the scoring here. We'll start off with Severance, and their leading scorer is Ryan Ivoniak. He is at 15. All of his have come from behind the arc. Next up is Ty Adam with 8, followed by Parker Gazdik and Jaden Hoffman, each with 4. And not to be left out is Brady Varney with 5, and then John Flowers with 2 for their 38. And then for the Mustangs, their leading scorer is Wesley Carnes. He has 12. Aiden Garver with 6. Nathan Gherkin with 2, and Chase Redding with 2 for their 22 points.
There you go.
So I know you got some numbers for us.
Yeah, I do. For the Mustangs, for turnovers for this first half, they're sitting at 12 and Severance sitting at 10. The biggest difference is going to be the rebounds, with the Mustangs sitting at 9 rebounds, and see, 2 of those from Carver, 2 from Garber, 2 from Carnes, 2 from Gherkin, one from Carnes, 1 from Redding, 2 from Alvarez, and 1 from Zavala. As far as the Severance, they had 3 from Gazdik, 1 from Ivoniak, 3 from Hoffman, 2 from Flowers, 6 from Ty Adam, and 3 from Barney. So the biggest difference, it's just Mustangs, they just got to get more of those rebounds, but it's a harder push for them with the height difference that they're dealing with.
Yeah, that's for sure. You got a 6'8" and a 6'5", and then those are the only ones that I saw on Max Preps that had their height, but they've got some other kids in there that give them some height that are in there.
Yeah.
At least 6'3" or 6'4". They just don't have it listed. But
Barney's got some decent height to him too.
He's 6'5".
That's one of them. Okay.
Yeah, so he's as far as fouls go, did you get the fouls? I think the only one that's really in foul trouble is Chase Redding. He has 4.
Yeah, Chase Redding, he has 4. Basically, I'm seeing a couple. Is it?
But nobody for Severance has more than 2.
Yeah, I don't see any more in Severance. The only other ones on ours, I think I see 1 with 2, and the other one's with 1. So
yeah,
we're sitting pretty good on foul trouble, except for Redding.
Yep. And
that's why they pulled him out a little bit early. So
yeah, well, they were running between Chase Redding and Tony Mendez and Nathan Gherkin. They were trying to slow down Ty Adam a little bit, which they have. He's averaging 21. He's at 8, so they're keeping him. Yeah, he's under what his average at halftime would be. So
that's good. So they're not sitting too bad. They're not quite half.
So we will take another 3-minute break and then be back with the start of the second half here on Morgan County's B106 and the Eastern Plains Sports Network. Brian Nickel and Corey Riddle back here at Fort Morgan High School, Stan Lampe Gymnasium. Coming up next for the Fort Morgan Mustangs, boys and girls, They will be at Northridge on Tuesday. That will be at 5:30 for the girls and a 7 o'clock game for the boys at Northridge. We will have both those games for you right here on the Eastern Plains Sports Network and B106. So a lot of league games coming up for the Mustangs, that's for sure. It'll be Northridge, then Roosevelt, Riverdale Ridge, Niwot, Skyline, Thompson Valley. So almost from here on out, Weld Central will not be that's not till the 28th, but that will be a non-league game. But lots of league games coming up as Severance starts with possession here in the second half. They get it into Varney. Little spin move up and no good. Going to be rebounded by Gherkin. So they're going to. Oh, there's Adam. I thought they'd set Ty Adam. Wesley Carnes' little floater from the right side is no good. Off of Severance and out of bounds. The Mustangs will retain possession as they will throw it in right baseline of their basket. Wesley Carnes to trigger it into Aiden Garver on the far right side. Forrest Jordan gets by him, but he runs it down. Back to Garver. Give and go to Jordan. And then a foul is going to be called. That's going to be on Brady Varney, I believe. And that will be Varney's third. So they're going to pull Varney, and they will put in John Flowers. So now the Mustangs to inbounds. They get it to Gherkin on the far side to Forrest Jordan at the lane. Aiden Garver thinks about it. Layup is going to be up and good. Good way to start this second half. Aiden Garver with a layup as the Mustangs do some trapping here. They get it into Flowers. Ball is going to be tipped away, but it'll be off of Wesley Carnes and out of bounds. So Severance will inbounds left baseline of their basket with 7:09 left to go. Up 38-24. Look to get it in. They get it in to Flowers. Flowers' shot is contested, comes away to Rodrigo Alvarez. Now to Carnes. Carnes for the three, up and good. Wesley Carnes with the triple. His second triple of the night. Gazdick, little layup is up and no good. Going to be rebounded by Nathan Gherkin. Nice strong rebound by Gherkin. Wesley Carnes going to drive it all the way down. Pulls up left side baseline is up and no good. Tip up and good by Nathan Gherkin. And he was also fouled. And that will be on John Flowers. That will be his second. So nice way to start the.
Definitely.
So they're going to. Severance is going to call a 30-second timeout as Coach Chad Sauls is getting in the face of his players right now. So we'll see how that affects it when they come out of their huddle here, but. Mustangs come out on a 7-0 run, cut it down to 9, 38-29. That's what you had to do. You got to come out.
Got to come out strong.
And they're being aggressive right now. So Gherkin will go to the line to shoot one. He is 2 of 2 there so far. Mustangs were 3 or 4 from the first half from the free throw line. The Silver Knights were 4 of 8. So Gherkin with a free throw, up and good. Nice looking free throws there by Nathan Gherkin. 5 points on the night for Gherkin as Gazdick brings the ball up into the front court. The Mustangs down 8, 38-30. Pass into Adams. Adam is up and good at the basket for Ty Adam. Aiden Garver drives it in, then he's going to. Oh, they're going to call a foul. I thought maybe it was going to be a. That is also going to go on John Flowers. That will be his third. Team third. As the Mustangs inbounds, they get it into Gherkin in the right corner to Forrest Jordan. Bounce pass to. Looks like he could have called a foul on Ivoniak, but did not. It was off of his foot and out of bounds, so the Mustangs will inbounds far side quarter court. Into the ball game now is Blake Varney. He will come in for Flowers. Garver for the three, up and no good. Going to be rebounded, tapped around, and taken by Ivoniak. Hands it off now to Blake Varney. Hoffman with a three, up and no good. Going to be tipped back out to Hoffman. Little head fake. And a blocking foul is going to be called on Rodrigo Alvarez. That will just be his first. They're seeing Hoffman was shooting. So he will go to the line to shoot two. He hit two in the second period. He has 4 points on the night. Free throw is up and good for Jaden Hoffman. 11-point lead, 41-30. They had it down to 8. It was 38-30. Mini 3-0 run for Severance. Bounces around and rebounded by Garver. Second one does miss. Wesley Carnes underneath. That ball is going to be tipped out of bounds by Ty Adam. So Mustangs will retain possession as they will throw it in baseline, right baseline of their basket. 5:47 to go here in the third period, 41-30. Severance. Get it into Gherkin. Gherkin goes up with it, and his shot is blocked by Adam. Gets it into the hands of Gaznik. Up. His layup is going to come up short, going to be rebounded by Rodrigo Alvarez. Excuse me, into the hands of Wesley Carnes. Carnes is going to stop and pop for the three. Up and good. Wesley Carnes. 2 triples for him here in this third period. Now Hoffman out at the point being guarded by Garver. Ball is going to be tipped away, taken away on the turnover by Rodrigo Alvarez. Off to Forrest Jordan. Layup is up and good by Forrest Jordan. 41-35, 6 points. Mustangs have cut into this lead very nicely here to start out this third period. Shot is going to be up and no good. Going to be rebounded by Jordan off to Alvarez. And that ball is going to be not a good pass by Forrest Jordan as Wesley Carnes could not catch up with it. So another timeout is going to be taken here by Severance, but we will just
I got
keep it
Carnes
right
with
here.
it's like 9 points for this third period here.
I've just got him with 2 threes right at the moment. SC it was, 22, so they should be 13 points. So 41-35.
Might be off.
Yeah, 13. 41-35. 4:52 left here in this third period.
My bad.
You're new back at it. We'll let it slip this time.
All right. And other times.
So if the Mustangs can somehow come back and win this game, that would be their first league win. And Severance inbounds here, full court pressure here by the Mustangs. Get the ball into Ivoniak over on the far left side. Back up to Gazdik, now to Varney out at the high right wing. Back to Gazdik. He's out at the point being guarded by Jordan. Ivoniak being guarded by Wesley Carnes on the left wing. Now to Ty Adam. To Varney, Blake Varney. They're going to call an illegal screen on Adam, I believe. Will be only his first as the official took a look at the head coach of Severance. Severance head coach not happy with the call. I thought he might tee him up there, but he did not. So we'll see if Fort Morgan cut into this a little bit more. Ball is going to be taken away by Ivoniak. Up court and thrown away. So Severance with the turnover. Still a 6-point lead, 41-35 as the Mustangs inbound.
Pretty close on turnovers by both teams.
Rodrigo Alvarez ready to come in at the next dead ball. Wesley Carnes, Jordan over on the high right wing. Now to Garver. Garver, ball, ill-advised pass. This taken away by Hoffman. Hoffman's going to drive it all the way down. His shot is going to be blocked by Gherkin. And they're going to call a travel on Wesley Carnes. Turnover. It is. These refs are letting it get away from him here. Rodrigo Alvarez in and Aiden Garver to take a seat. So Severance with the 6-point lead and the ball. They get it into the front court with Adam. 41-35, 3:50 to go. Underneath the Varney. They're going to call a foul. Yep. From here it looked like that Zavala was all over him there, so that will be his third. So Severance, the inbound left baseline of their basket. They're going to try to get it into Adam, and they do. Being hounded there. Ivoniak now, his shot up and no good, going to be rebounded by Forrest Jordan. And now a jump ball, and that will be to the Mustangs. As the Mustangs get ready to inbounds, and they do, they get it into Wesley Carnes. Still 41-35, 3.5 to go here, third period. Mustangs have cut this from an 18-point lead down to 6. Rodrigo Alvarez bounced past to Carnes. Carnes for the three. Carnes short. Rebounded to Blake Varney. Varney up into the front court, going to be double teamed. He gets it off to Brady Varney. Now to Gazdick. Now underneath. Nice steal there by the Mustangs. Wesley Carnes. Wesley Carnes layup, right-handed layup is up and good by Wesley Carnes. Blake Varney off to Brady Varney.
Cuts this down to a 4-point.
4-point lead now, 41-37. Nice comeback here by the Mustangs. Ivoniak on the far side, now to Varney out at the top. To Brady Varney. Now to Blake. Ty Adam lined up for the three, up and no good, over the backboard and no good, so turnover by Severance. So Aiden Garver in for Forrest Jordan.
15 all on the turnovers there.
So the Mustangs down 4, 41-37, 2.5 to go third period. Plenty of time here. Just keep playing your basketball. Cross court now to Zavala. Rodrigo Alvarez drives it in, little spin move up and no good. Going to be rebounded by Garver. Nice job, nice rebound by Garver. He hands it off to Zavala. Zavala, his shot is up and good. As he let Ty Adam go by and then put the bucket in, down to a 2-point game, 41-39. Off to Gazdick over on the high left wing. And give it off now to Brady Varney out at the point. Now off to Ty Adam over on the left wing. Back to Gazdick. Gazdick's going to drive it in. And a foul is going to be called on the floor. Let's see if that goes on Rodrigo. That will be number 2 on Rodrigo Alvarez. Charlie Langford in for Alvarez. And Severance will inbound right baseline of their basket. So the Mustangs have almost brought this clear back. Ivoniak with a three, up and no good. He has not been able to hit a shot. And then a foul on the rebound. And that's going to be on. And that's going to be on Nathan Girk, and that is only his second. The possession still to the Severance Silver Knights as they get it into Varney. Nice inbounds play, and then he is fouled on the shot as well. So Brady Varney with 2. And then the foul is going to go on Zavala. That will be his 4th. So Brady Varney with 2 and 1. Free throw is up and no good. Rebounded to Gherkin. Wesley Carnes loses it for a minute, then gets it back. Shot is up and no good. Going to be rebounded by Langford. Shot is going to be up and no good. Rebounded by Blake Varney. Now to Ty Adam. Two-handed stuff by Adam. Gets it back up to a 6-point contest. 45-39 with just over a minute to go here in this third period. Charlie Langford off to Garver. Garver's going to drive it. Shot is going to be up and bounces, no good. Rebound to Ty Adam. So how many is that for Adam? He gets another one there on that rebound. Ivoniak, Adam out at the three-point line. Adam's going to drive it down. Layup is going to be up and good by Ty Adam. 6 points here in the third period for Adam, back up to an 8-point game. 47-39. Fort Morgan had it down to 2. Charlie Langford off to Garver. Garver's going to drive it. Going to give it out to Wesley Carnes. Carnes for the 3. Off the rim and no good. Rebounded. Up. What? Yeah, they got to call something. That's going to be on Gherkin.
Yeah.
So Nathan Gherkin with 3. I'm surprised. Seemed like they waited a long time before they called it.
Yeah, they did.
They're letting them. They're letting it get way too physical. So, but it's up 8, 47-39 with 22.5 seconds to go in the third period. Ivoniak will take a seat. Let's see who's all in for the Mustangs. Fabrice Saiz is in. Chase Redding is in. And Blake Varney with 18 seconds. Gets it up into the front court. Gets it off to his brother. I presume it's his brother, Brady. Off to Blake out at the point. Down to 7 seconds. 5 seconds. Brady Varney underneath to Adam. And they're going to call a foul. And if that's on Redding, he's done. What did they call?
I think that.
Well, they called an offensive foul? Okay, they called that on Ty Adam. Excuse me. I had that all messed up. Fifth comes up just short, but the Mustangs do make the comeback here as they are down 8. They were down 18, so they cut into it by 10.
So
we will see what happens here in quarter number 4 when we come back here on Morgan County's B106 and the Eastern Plains Sports Network. Outscored to 17-9.
You're definitely putting up a good fight, though. It's getting real physical down there.
That's what it's coming to, it looks like.
It's a whole different angle up here, too.
(47-39). We start period number 4. Severance with possession. Blake Varney over on the far side being guarded by Langford. Excuse me. Now into the hands of Brady Varney. Nice double
pressure.
team in that. Nice force there by the Mustangs as Severance throws the ball away. So a chance to cut into this 8-point lead.
Putting on some good pressure.
Rodrigo Alvarez is going to stop and pop for 3. That's up and good. Rodrigo Alvarez from downtown. His first points of the night. Cuts it to a 5-point lead, 47-42. Gazik's going to drive it in, and he's going to be fouled on the drive on the shot by Rodrigo Alvarez, I believe.
That's what I'm thinking.
And that will be 3 on Alvarez. That will send, Gazik back to the line to shoot 2. First free throw is up and good. 5 points on the night for Gazdik. Free throw number 2 off the front of the rim, but does bounce in. 7-point lead, 49-42. Charlie Langford's going to drive it in to Saiza. He loses control. Maybe it was a shot, but it rebounded to Brady Varney. Now into the hands of Blake Varney. Going to hand it off up top to Cannon Rank. Back to Gazdick on the right wing. Varney out at the top, going to go underneath to Adam. Yep, that's going to be it for Reading, I think. Oh, that's it.
Yeah, that's not okay.
That was
intentional right there.
I don't know if he teed him up. I think he at least walked away. I don't know why he pushed him. There's no call for that. So it's a 1-1, but that is it for
Reading.
Chase Reading. But there's no need for that. You fouled out. You fouled out. You take what you get. So I don't believe he called a technical or anything. It's just a.
They almost could have there.
Yeah. So Nathan Gherkin, Rodrigo Alvarez, Fabrice Saiza, Aiden Garver, and Wesley Carnes on the floor for the Mustangs with 6:46 to go, down 7, 49-42. And Ty Adam at the line to shoot a 1-1, up and good for Adam. $15 points on the night for Adam. So they kept him under his average, but they've kept them under, both of them are under their average right now. Free throw is up and good for Adam. Wesley Carnes into the front court, Rodrigo Alvarez. Little hesitation. His shot is blocked by Varney. So take away by the Severance Silver Knights, 51-42, a 9-point lead here for Severance. Hoffman out at the high right wing, back out to Gazdick at the point. 6:22 to go, being guarded by Alvarez. Now to Hoffman, being guarded by Saiza. Blake Varney now to Brady Varney. Off to Gazdick, now Ty Adam out at the point and drives it over to the left side. Hands off, now it's going to be a foul on the far side, and that will be Fabrice Saiza. That will be number 3. Forrest Jordan set to come in here. Surprised, yeah, it's a 1-1, so he should come in. So Forrest Jordan will come on, and Fabrice Saiza will take a seat. So at the line will be Jaden Hoffman to shoot a 1-1. Up and nothing but net for Hoffman. 6 points on the night for Hoffman. Forrest Jordan takes a spot in the lane. Back up to a 10-point lead, 52-42. Free throw up and off to the right and no good. Ball is tipped around. It's going to be finally kicked out of bounds off of Fort Morgan. And Severance will retain possession on the far side as Gazdick will inbounds. They get it into Blake Varney. High left wing, now to Brady Varney. Gazdick for the 3, up and no good, rebounded. And they're going to call a foul, I believe, on Severance. And that will be on Adam. That will be his 3rd. But no shooting fouls yet. Only 6 fouls on Severance. And that ball is going to be taken away. Nice job there by Gazdick. And then taken away. Back-to-back turnovers. Little jumper is going to be up and no good. Rebounded by Gherkin. Alvarez tried to get it back underneath. Another turnover by Fort Morgan. Alvarez should have just went up with it or kicked it back out. Hoffman's going to stop, pick up his dribble. Now to Brady Varney. Underneath, nice job there by the Mustangs. Alvarez tips it away to Forrest Jordan. Jordan's shot is no good, but they're going to call a foul on Hoffman, I believe. Yes, that will be on Jaden Hoffman. That will be his 2nd. That will send Forrest Jordan to the line to shoot 2. 2 points on the night for Jordan. He had a bucket in the third period. Free throw is up and no good, but he will get number 2. It was a shooting foul. This is where you need to make your points at the free throw line. Whether you're ahead and you need to keep that lead, or you're behind and you got to cut into that lead.
I definitely agree with that.
So Forrest Jordan, free throw number 2 is up and good. So a timeout will be taken here. I believe it was by Fort Morgan, but we will just keep it here. Give you a couple of sponsors here that we appreciate very much. Champ Construction, whether it's a kitchen or bathroom remodel or floor to ceiling tile, call 970-571-1669. Estimates are always free. Northeastern, whether you're a traditional or non-traditional student looking for an associate's degree or a specialized certificate, visit njc.edu.
It's never too late to go back to college, sir, Brian.
Well, I don't know about that, but a very entertaining game here. The Mustangs were down 18. At one point, they cut it to 2 there in the third period. Now it's back up to a 9-point advantage after Forrest Jordan hit that free throw. Both teams average more. I think Fort Morgan averages about 60 points a game. Severance right about 64. So as it is right now, both teams
are a little
under their average.
So a little under their average.
So Fort Morgan will come out with a full court press here. And that I don't understand. They got to call the foul on Gherkin there without any problem at all. But
yeah,
didn't. Really. As Ty Adam brings the ball up into the front court, he hands it off to Ivoniak, who's back into the game. He is out for a little while. He didn't pick up the shooting like he had in that first half.
They're definitely letting a lot slide, it seems like, in this game.
He hasn't had any points in the second half. Looks like they're going to try to take a little air out of the ball here. Working around. Hoffman with a jumper up and no good. Rebounded to Wesley Carnes. Carnes is going to drive it all the way down. Ball is going to be tipped away, but he gets it back. Forrest Jordan is going to be called for the travel. So turnover Mustangs. And as Mustangs with full court pressure, they get the ball back into Ivoniak. 4:33 to go. Ball is tipped away by Carnes. Layup is going to be up and good. Wesley Carnes with the bucket.
It's under a 7-point lead here.
52-45. Now an offensive call. Nice job by Aiden Garver to take that foul. And that is going to go on Gazdick. That's only his first. So as Corey said, a 7-point lead, 52-45. Anybody's game still. Just got to cut out the turnovers and get some good shots. Alvarez out at the high right wing. Now back to Carnes. Carnes is going to drive it in, kicks it off to Garver. Garver for the three, up and no good. Going to be tipped and taken away by, they're going to call a foul. It was Wesley Carnes that came down with that rebound. And that will be on Ty Adam. That will be his fourth. As that will send Wesley Carnes to the line to shoot a 1-and-1. So Carnes can cut this to a 5-point game here. Got to hit the first free throw. I thought it was on. Oh, is he shooting? I'm sorry. So it's a 2-shot foul. But he did miss the first one. So Ty Adam comes out. Hoffman comes back in. So they're going to set Adam down for a minute or two. They'll probably bring him back in with a couple of minutes left.
That'd be my guess.
So Wesley Carnes hits number 2. Missed number 1. Down to a 6-point lead. Ivoniak to Blake Varney. I would think they're going to work it around here a little bit. Brady Varney back out to Hoffman. Now to Gazdick. 3:50 to go. 6-point lead. 52-46. Layup is up and no good. Going to be rebounded by Forrest Jordan. Wesley Carnes all the way down. His shot is going to be blocked, but they're going to call a foul on the shot. I believe that's going to be on Evoniak. We'll see. And that will be on Evoniak. That will be his third. So that will send Wesley Carnes to the line to shoot 2. So far, Carnes is 2 of 3. So that's 10 team fouls. So anything from here on out will be a 2-shot foul. That's off the front of the rim, comes up short. So that's a couple of points there they left at the free throw line. It could be down to at least a 4-point game, but as it is not. Free throw rolls around and goes in. Now a timeout by TJ Schneider. But we will keep it right here. Just a 30-second timeout. Miller's Landscaping, you put so much time and effort into your show animals, offering a wide selection of livestock, feed, and supplies. Stop by 19645 County Road Q in Fort Morgan. Horizon Turf Nursery. For 3 decades, they've been providing high-quality sod. The finest sod available is on the Horizon at 15470 County Road 11 in Fort Morgan. So 3:39 to go. A 5-point lead here by Severance.
Still anyone's game.
Well, that's for darn sure. And Severance will inbounds far into the gym, and they get it into Parker Gazdick, being double teamed in the corner. Now to Evoniak, up to Hoffman. Hoffman up into the front court, drives it down, comes to a jump stop. Now to Brady Varney on the right wing. His shot is going to be up and good. Brady Varney. 9 points on the night. His first coming here in the 4th period. 54-47. Ball is going to be tipped away, but Wesley Carnes keeps hold of it. Gets it off to Forrest Jordan. His 3 is up and no good. Parker Gazdick with a rebound. Parker Gazdick with the layup. Up and comes up short. Evoniak gets the rebound, but he is fouled. And that will go on Zavala. That will be his 5th. So Aiden Garver to come in for Zavala. So Zavala did some nice timing here tonight. Usually working against Ty Adam. But it will be Evoniak to go to the line to shoot 2. The Mustangs are at 10 fouls also, 54-47. Free throws up and no good. So here on that side, they could be extending their lead.
Exactly.
Bounces out off to the right side. 2:59 to go, 54-47. Evoniak with free throw number 2 is up and good. It's his first point of the second half. He's at 16 points. So Wesley Carnes to Rodrigo Alvarez. Out at the left wing over to Wesley Carnes. Wesley Carnes going to drive it into Gherkin. Gherkin's shot, he has stuffed it. It was a possession to the Mustangs, but that was a nice block by Brady Varney on Nathan Gherkin. So the Mustangs will retain possession. Wesley Carnes to trigger it in for the Mustangs. Get into Alvarez in the left corner. Almost off of Jordan. He saves it, but it's going to be to Blake Varney. Blake Varney, little spin move, comes up short, rebounded to Forrest Jordan. Wesley Carnes now up court. Now to Aiden Garver. He has it stripped and it's off of Garver and out of bounds. So turnover by the Mustangs to Severance. He's going to argue, but I thought it was off of Aiden. But 55 for 8-point lead, 2:42 to go as the Mustangs full court pressure. They get it into Adam. He has come back in. We'll see who's guarding Adams. He brings it up, backs it out a little bit, gives it off to Gazdick. Out high at the point, 2:28 to go, 55-47, 8-point lead. Nice screen there by Varney. They could call a foul there on the Mustang, but have not. Out of bounds off of Aiden Garver. Nathan Gherkin could have picked up foul number 4, and they have not. They've just kind of let them play. So Gazdick to inbounds. Does get it into Blake Varney. Oh, easy, boys. And now a foul. Let's see if it's going to be. That'll be on Wesley Carnes. It's only his second. That will send Blake Varney to the line to shoot 2. He is 0 of 4 so far tonight. Is Blake Varney. First free throw is up and good on that one. .56-47, a 9-point lead, 2:14. The Mustangs just have not been able to quite get over that hump. Next free throw is up and good. So when it counts, Blake Varney hit his 2 free throws.
Yes, he did.
As Rodrigo Alvarez brings it up into the front court, being guarded by Ivoniak. Garver drives the left baseline, now underneath to Gherkin. And out of bounds, far side is
It seems like the Mustangs are recognizing some of the plays that are going down there. Some of the passing.
Yeah, they're getting in too far before they finally decide they're going to throw it back out. But a timeout is called by Severance, a full timeout, but we'll just keep it right here. 57-47, back up to a 10-point lead. So as we said earlier, the Mustangs were down in that first half by 18.
They were down by 18. They got down to as little as by 2, and now they're down by 10.
Yeah, they couldn't. It takes, it just takes so much to try to get that deficit back, and then you got to try to score and get more points to get in the lead. And a lot of times when you get that, just working to try to get that lead back, wears you out. But they had some nice shots and some nice.
I give them credit. They are putting up one heck of a fight down there, though.
Yeah,
they're letting them play good.
Yeah, there's a
good offensive and defensive game of basketball down there.
But we'll see what they can do here. Down 10, it will be Severance ball as they will inbounds far side, 3/4 court. As the Mustangs will put full court pressure on Severance. And they get it into Blake Varney. Picks up his dribble in the back court, now to Ivoniak, now to Brady Varney, to Blake, to Gazdick. I would think they would just try to run some time off here and wait for a foul. So Gherkin over there was guarding.
That's what's going to happen eventually here because how much time they're running out the clock.
Yep. 3 from out front is up and no good. It hits the top of the backboard and out of bounds. So turnover by Severance. But they ran about 20 seconds off the clock. For Morgan to inbounds now. Wesley Carnes. See if the Mustangs need to make a bucket here. Rodrigo Alvarez being guarded by Ivoniak. Now to Garver. Gherkin for the 3. Up and good. Nathan Gherkin from downtown. His first triple of the night. Ty Adam, nice job there by Aiden Garver to tip it away. Now to Rodrigo Alvarez in the corner. He's going to drive it. Kicks it out to Garver. Garver. Oh, geez.
Whoa. Whoa.
They're not going to call a technical on that? Oh, man.
Definitely. That wasn't okay right there.
Garver right to the floor on his face.
That wasn't okay at all.
No. Let's see. The athletic director for Fort Morgan on the other side trying to slow down the student section over there as TJ Schneider was also telling him to cool it. I'm surprised they did not call a technical foul on Adam. So they just had the, and that's going to go, oh, they called that on Blake Varney. So that's his second. So Aiden Garver will go to the line to shoot 2. So they can cut this down to a 5-point lead with 55.2 seconds. Free throw is off the back of the rim and no good. And they will see each other again this year. This league, they do play twice. Aiden Garver, free throw number 2 is up and good. 9 points on the night for Garver. Down to 6 points, 57-51. The ball is tipped away, taken by Fort Morgan. And then a turnover by Severance. And then a timeout by TJ Schneider. It's a 30-second timeout. 46.7 seconds. 57-51 Severance. Fort Morgan will have possession when we come out of this timeout. Both teams are at 10 team fouls, so any foul shots now will be a 2-shot foul.
Both teams are at 21 on turnovers. So definitely getting to be a really aggressive game down there.
Yeah, it's getting pretty pushy and pretty rough out there. We'll see how this comes out when I think cooler heads will prevail once this game is over. But Fort Morgan has come out here to show that they're not going to be pushing around. But as Fort Morgan will inbounds in front of the scorer's table here as they get it into Wesley Carnes in the backcourt as he brings it up into the front court, hands it off to Garver with 40 seconds to go. Don't have a lot of time. Rodrigo Alvarez, 35 seconds. And now a foul called underneath on Severance. Called on Brady Varney. That will be 4 on Varney. So Varney will come out. Jaden Hoffman will come up. He can't come out until after the second free throw, which I don't understand. If it's a 2-shot foul, just let him do it. But as the rules are, they have to. The first shot by Garver will be the first of 2. Up and good.
And he makes this one, they'll put him down to a 4-point.
57-52.
4-point lead.
Second free throw in. It was in and out and then back in. So a 4-point game here. They get it into Adam with 30 seconds to go. Now they're going to call. What'd they call?
I don't know what.
Wow. I thought they were going to call that on Wesley Carnes. They must just said he was out of bounds. So it's just a turnover by Severance. 4 points, 57-53, 30 seconds to go here. Fort Morgan needs a bucket. Garver to Rodrigo Alvarez. To Carnes. Carnes for 3, up and no good. Air ball. So Jaden Hoffman to come back in for Varney. So 19.4 seconds, 57-53. Severance, as they look to get the ball in, get it into Adam. He gets it into Gazdic. And they will call a foul on Rodrigo Alvarez. That will be 4. And that will send Gazdic to the line to shoot 2. He is 2 of 2 so far. Up and good is free throw number 1.
They got to do something to try to get that ball back.
So 58-53. Brady Varney back in for Jaden Hoffman. It's 15.6 seconds. Gazdic off the front, up and good. It does bounce in for Gazdic. Rodrigo Alvarez to Garver. Garver's going to drive it. Shot is up and underneath. Layup is going to be up and good for Garver. Still down to a 4-point game. 59-55, 7.9 seconds as Fort Morgan calls a timeout. I'm not sure on the foul count or on the free throws. I don't know how many they have left. But once they get the ball in, they're going to have to foul whoever, whether it be Gazdik or wherever it is. The Gazdik has not missed a free throw. He's 4 of 4. Ivoniak, I'm not sure Ivoniak is even out there with them. Yeah, he is. He is 1 of 2. Blake Varney is actually 2 of 6 tonight. Ty Adam is 3 of 5. So 59-55 Severance.
Both teams under their point average.
Just a little bit, yep.
Just under it.
Gordon Insurance. Be prepared for everything life throws at you. Get car insurance, life insurance, farm insurance, and crop insurance at Gordon Insurance. Visit GordonINS.com today. So Severance to inbounds. Far into the court. Still look. They get it into Ty Adam. They have got, that was a quick foul. They're going to call that on Aiden Garber. That's only his first, but Ty Adam will go to the line. 9/10 of a second came off the clock. So Ty Adam will go to the line to shoot 2. He has hit 2 free throws in this fourth period already. So 7 seconds left. 4-point lead Severance, 59-55. Ty Adam at the line to shoot 2. First free throw is up and no good. So Brady Varney comes in for Jaden Hoffman. Kind of an offensive-defensive switch there for Severance. Free throw is up and no good. Rebounded by Gherkin. Gherkin with the rebound. Now to Forrest Jordan, to Wesley Carnes. Wesley Carnes for the 3 is no good. A valiant effort here by the Fort Morgan Mustangs as they were once down by 18.
Yep, and down by 2.
Cut it to 2 and ended up getting beat 59-55. We will take a 3-minute break. Let's make that a 2-minute break and then be back with the post-game show on Morgan County's B106 and the Eastern Plains Sports Network. Tough loss here for the Fort Morgan Mustangs tonight as they fall to Severance by a count of 59-55. Mustangs post-game show is brought to you by Advanced Agri Solutions. Make sure the nutrients you've purchased for your field are getting to your crops. Get a full plan of seed, food, and water with Advanced Agri Solutions. Call Dusty or Roxy at 970-571-2024. It was 15-11 after 1 for Severance. At halftime, it was 38-22 Severance. At the end of the third period, it was 42-39, and it finally ended up 59-55. The Mustangs were down at 1 point, 18 points, cut it to 2, but just could not quite come over that deficit. As they were down to 2, ended up getting beat by 4. It was anywhere from 2 to 7 or 8 there in that second half, and just could not quite come over that deficit. But
they did put up one heck of a fight down there. I think there was a lot of calls that should have been fouls that I don't think they're necessarily called, that maybe we see up here that I don't know if they don't see them down there. But then all in all, I mean, it was a good game for the Fort Morgan Mustangs. Both the Mustangs and Severance both had 22 rebounds. For the Mustangs, Garber had 4, Carnes had 4, Gherkin 5, Redding 1, Alvarez 4, Zavala and Langford had 1, and Jordan had 2. The Mustangs had a total of 21 turnovers in this game. For the Severance, they had, for their 22 turnovers, or 22 rebounds, Gazdik had 4. Ivoniak, I already forgot how to say that. Ivoniak had 2. Varney 1. Jaden Hoffman with 3. Flowers with 2. Adam with 6. And Varney with 4. So all in all, a pretty good game, and I'm really impressed with the Mustangs for sticking with that, not letting the game get away from them.
That's for sure. As far as scoring goes, we'll start off with Severance, their leading scorer. They had 2 actually at 16. That was Ryan Evoniak and Ty Adam at 16 apiece. And that was followed up by Brady Varney with 9, Parker Gazdick with 8, Jaden Hoffman with 6, John Flowers with 2, Jaden Hoffman with 6, and Blake Varney also with 2. Leading scorer for the Mustangs tonight and for the game was Wesley Carnes. He had 24. That was followed up by Aiden Garber with 13. And then Nathan Durkin with 8. Forrest Jordan and Rodrigo Alvarez each with 3. Isaiah Zavala with 2. And Chase Redding also with 2. Chase Redding fouled out, as did Zavala. Nobody did foul out for the Severance Silver Knights. A couple of them did have 4, but they did not foul out. But Mustangs were 9 of 12 from the free throw line. The Severance was 15 of 24 from the free throw line. They did hit some crucial free throws there in that 4th period to just keep Fort Morgan at bay there just a little bit.
Yep.
So next up for the Fort Morgan Mustangs, it will be on Tuesday, the January 10th. That will be at Northridge. We'll have those games here at 5:30 and 7. I'll do those games. John will be at Yuma, I believe, with Brush. And that will be followed up by Thursday, January 12th at Roosevelt. But next up will be Northridge this Tuesday, 5:30 and 7. Our sound engineer and producer for Fort Morgan Mustangs basketball tonight has been Christy Creighton. Once again, the final scores tonight. The girls go down by a score of 76-13. The boys lose it by a score of 59-55. For Christy Creighton and
Corey Riddle.
Corey Riddle.
There you go.
This is Brian Nickel. You've been listening to Fort Morgan Mustangs basketball on Morgan County's B106 and the Eastern Plains Sports Network.